the plan with respect to the test. Okay. What we are specifying or we are telling you is this test series that we are looking at called raw. Okay. Now, as a plan, it's a 1 year plan which is raw integrated along with Prelims Doctor, right? That integrated along with Prelims Habit. Okay, and close here there is a crash course which we call revamp. So this is an whole integrated idea. Okay, specific to mains, because generally the focus and support in terms of mains is less. This time with mains we have also integrated a program which is called Mains Mentor, dedicated mentorship program. Okay, so these are things that are integrated. This will have crash, class, course and tests. Okay, so first thing is raw plus mains mentor, right? So what happens in raw and mains mentor? In raw you have 3 parts, right? So what do we give you as part of raw? We give you, right, 3 sections of tests. So first you will have 1 hour test, second you have 2 hours test, and then you have 3 hours test. Right. 1 hour test specifically targeted to build your answer writing skill, clean your answer writing skill, so that your answer writing is in place. Many of us don't know the basic rules of answer writing, make mistakes in a basic rules in answer writing. Right? We don't understand what is the demand of the question. We see the question, we write something, we feel we have written, but we don't get marks. So 1 hour tests. These 1 hour tests don't demand very good preparation, complete preparation, demand madala. Right? All these tests are largely based on your, right, we would say NCERT or your basic topics like history, geography, polity, right, ethics. Each of these have 1 hour paper. Economics. So all these are 1 hour tests. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, these are topics that will come. Okay, so these 1 hour test, when you write, it's about 80 marks, 85 marks for which we push yourself on an 1 hour test, right? You will have 6 questions. Here we don't play around with the pattern, right? You will have simple 10 marks questions, 15 marks questions, other mele 3 questions of 10 marks, 3 questions of 15 marks, or 4 questions of 10 marks, 4 questions of 15 marks. Ee will make changes, right? So on that basis, these are simple 1 hour tests, so that you get to the habit of writing. Right, it's a mix of easy and, right, a little more than moderate questions, so that you feel comfortable to write and you write. When you write the 1 hour test, we will do the changes. These tests will also be integrated with essay. So over these 1 hour tests, you will have essay also. So we have about 10 tests where there are 7 GS and 3 essay tests. Okay, how are they placed? Each of them are placed on Sundays. So starting 9th, that is the coming Sunday, starting 9th July, right? Every Sunday you have a test. Okay, whenever we have an essay test is on Saturday. So Saturday you write essay, Sunday you write your GS. Okay, so it starts from 9th, goes on till 20th August. So till 20th August, you have good time to continue your preparation as per your plan. Just come and write the Sunday test. Sir, idikella oddira hege ban test bariyodu. This is naturally what we feel, right? Because whenever people start alva, sir test barita idini enu odle illa sir sumne ban barita idini nanu ivaga bariyala amel barite. These are all excuses that we give to ourselves. Why? We are feeling uncomfortable. We don't want to feel uncomfortable. ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರೀತೀನಿ, ಏನು ಓದಿರಾ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. This is the feeling. Get out of all that. Irrespective of prepared or not prepared, come right. But your preparation continues, right? So this 1 hour test is just to push yourself to write answers. Feeling comfortable, uncomfortable is different. This is how the idea comes. Okay. right? So what have you started your preparation with? You have started your preparation with ethics and optional. 25 days is your target for ethics and optional. This is your 1 hour test. Okay? After you're finishing your 1 hour test, then we come to 2 hours test. In the 2 hours test, what do? We come back to the syllabus. In the syllabus, we break down the syllabus, right, in the same pattern. GS4, GS1, GS2, GS3. This is the order we go. Each of this paper will have 2 sectional papers, right? So A, B, like this. So in that way, you have total 8 papers each 2 hours. But there is 27th August and on. Okay, so by the time it starts. Right, we'll share the timetable. We have already shared the timetable most of the groups. Right, those of you who have come here, collect the hard copy. Right, 27th August it starts. There is naturally this feeling. Mains prelims prelims gain prelims no feeling barate. How much ever we tell, that feeling comes to you. So we'll fight that feeling also. How? Right? ನೀವು ಸಂಡೇ ಬರೋ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಅದರದೇ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ರೈಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಯು ಆರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ 2 ethics papers. Ethics related prelims question ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ. So when you are writing a first ethics test, which is a 2-hour syllabus, the entire syllabus is broken into 2 parts. So on Sunday, if you are writing a ethics prelims test, mains test, Saturday will give you 1 CSAT paper. Second ethics test, on Saturday we'll give 1 current affairs paper, January till July. All current affairs compiled, 100 questions, 2 hours paper will give. So here you have a CSAT paper, here you have a current affairs paper on Saturday. Sunday you come write 2 hours of your ethics. Okay. Next GS1. GS1 first part, history. Correct? Some parts of society. So Sunday you are coming to write a 2 hours of GS1 first part, 2 hours paper. On that Saturday, you will write a 2 hours paper on ancient, medieval, modern history. That's the same thing that you have studied for mains. So same thing you will come write your prelims. So Saturday you write a 2 hours prelims paper. Sunday you come write 2 hours mains answer. Right? So your preparation will help you for your prelims, also will help you for mains also. Second part, geography. Right? So here we'll touch upon prelims geography, here we'll touch upon mains geography. That once you are done with GS1 and GS4, the next weekend, right, we immediately touch upon a 3 hours paper. So that nimge a 3 hours paper bariyo feeling barli. And ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ mains oriented feeling barli. Because you prelims pass agಲಿಲ್ಲ. You are looking at mains preparation. You want that mains confidence. So here morning 3 hours, afternoon 3 hours, you want GS1, GS3, GS4 paper. So morning you will have a GS1 paper 9 to 12, right? Afternoon you will have a GS4 paper 9 to 12. That's how mains people also write. Same day 3 hours. You need to get that feeling, right? Right. Okay. These are all feelings that will make you uncomfortable because you will not be able to score very well. These are questions which will not be as per your expectation. These are surprise questions, mains oriented questions, current affairs integrated mains oriented questions. Right? Get to know why are you scoring less, what is happening, right? If you are doing well, which are those questions you have done well, what is your strength, what is your weakness, where you need to work, all that you will get to know. Test essays are integrated with it. Right? So Sundays you are writing this, Saturdays either you are writing a prelims paper or you are writing a essay paper. Okay. After you finish that, come back to GS2. So here you write again 2 papers of GS2. Polity, so Saturday polity GS. Second paper is international relations, so Saturday you will have essay. GS3, right? First section economics, so Saturday you will have economics and related prelims paper 2 hours. Sunday GS paper 3 first part 2 hours. Second part, right, internal security others, so essay. That way we have integrated. So 8 papers of 2, which will have essay also on Saturdays, which will have prelims papers on Saturdays. So you will approximately have 8 prelims papers integrated. Saturday. This is your second section. You're done with your 1 hour papers, you're done with your 2. All these are happening only on Sundays. Why only Sundays? Right? So that you get good enough time for preparation. Also, for those who are working, for those who are going to college, right? Your Sundays are off. So all these tests are only happening second half of Saturday or the first half of Sunday, so that your preparation will get good time. Right? Naturally, feelings will come. Sorry, I need still more time to prepare. I have still not completed preparation. Ee vara baribodu, bariyalla next vara baritini. Can I do that? See, flexibility from our side will give. Right? Why we don't have anything to lose? We have to just print the paper and give you. I would urge you, stick to the timetable. Even if you feel you have still not covered 10%, 20%, come and write. Because if you have covered and come also, I will not give you the guarantee. Whatever you have prepared only will give. Right? So, as much as possible, stick to the timetable. Once you are done with these 2 sections, then we will give you a feeling of you are writing mains this year. So, we will have a comprehensive, right, mains. Essay, 1 day, second day GS1, GS2, third day GS3, GS4. So, 3 days, right, 5 papers. That is your last set. Because illu kuda madutte. After these 2, for that also we will do 3 hours paper. That happens. Once again we do. So effectively, how many 3 hours paper you get? You have 4 3 hours paper here and you have 5 3 hours paper here. So 3 hours papers also you will have practice. 2 sets of full mock you will get. So this is 1 hour, 2 hours and 3 hours. Very effectively, very scientifically planned. Right? When will this end? Going by the timetable, it's only going on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. We have given 1 full week break during Deepavali. We have given 1 full week break during Dasara. Considering that's a large festival time which you would also wish to take breaks. Breaks are necessary. Breaks are necessary to regenerate yourself. Breaks are necessary if you're planning to go back home, right, wherever, all that. So 1 full week break during the week of Dasara, 1 full week break during the week of Deepavali also. With that integrated, this entire plan, where you have approximately 28 full mains tests and about 8 prelims tests, essays included, all this will get over as a cutoff date by what? 26th November, this is done. Right? Idamelu kuda we have 1 full paper of GS, 1 full paper of CSAT, so that you feel you have done your prelims preparation also. So effectively 8 prelims paper only, last 2 papers are right on the same day, morning GS paper, afternoon CSAT paper, and the prelims are illu ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So that last paper is on 26th November. By 26th November, you're done with your complete mains oriented preparation. 26th November. Right? So, end of November, you're largely done. Target for us is, by the end of November, we are thorough with your GS, we are thorough with our optional. That's the target we are starting today. December is your month for revision, for covering up some topics of GS or optional which you feel you still need to cover up. Right? For some reason, some of you would have not taken 1 test in between. Cover that up in December. Right? So in December, we have not placed anything. December, do your revision very well. Cover up those topics so you are feeling a little weak in. Done. Our tests will be done by December 26th. Okay? Last week of December or first week of January, we enter the prelims battle. Okay? So, this is the plan for now. Sir, only test, only test, only test. We would need some amount of guidance. How does it happen? Right? That is why I said, one, there is raw, the other, there is mains mentor. As part of raw is purely a test-based program. Each of these tests will be evaluated. In front of you, we will do the one evaluation. Right? Discussion. How have you written? What are the mistakes you have done? What changes you need to do? Question by question, we'll do the evaluation. Right? You will get synopsis for each of the paper. Right? You come write the test, we'll share the synopsis on the group. Synopsis is given for every. Evaluation will happen, one-to-one discussion will do. We'll not do a group discussion, we'll do a one-to-one discussion. So this is test-based preparation. Now, some of you would need additional support for mains. Right? There are some topics of mains which are not feeling comfortable. So, mains mentor is a series where for each of these paper in the same pattern, GS4, GS1, GS2, GS3, in the same, just before that week when it is starting, right? Our weekly, we will do class. I will not call it a traditional class, right? I will call this a mentor class. That's why it is mains mentor. We are mentoring you towards that idea of mains. GS4, how do you need to approach ethics questions? What is the basic mistakes that you do? We will not do detailed classes, probably 2 classes. How should you approach case studies? Right? So, mains mentor is a program which is exclusively targeted specific to these portions of mains. How do you do answer writing? From GS answer writing to ethics answer writing specifically, what should be the difference? How do you need to use terminologies? Right? How do you need to write your GS1? Geography answers, how do you need to write? History answers, how do you need to write? Society answers, how do you need to write? So, right, as part of this, we'll do trend analysis. Okay, so from 2013 onwards, since the new pattern till now, how has been the trend for each of this topic? So, one will do trend analysis. Then we'll build an approach. Okay. Then we will solve some questions in front of you. We'll give you a question, then and there, write, you bardiರೋ ಒಂದೊಂದು answer evaluate ಮಾಡೋ ರೀತಿ will solve. And then we will try to mentor. Right? We will take up few topics which we feel are very probable topics. Those topics also we'll discuss. Our basis ಮೇಲೆ questions code solve. UCC ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೆನೆ ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಬರ್ದಿರೋ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವ್ ಏನ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನ್ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರದ್ರಿ, ಯಾವ ಐಡಿಯಾ, ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇರೋ ಬ್ರೇಕಪ್ ಏನು, ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದೆ, ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಈಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ, ದಟ್ ವೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡು. ಟೂ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ವೈ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೌ, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಗೆ 2-3 ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಓವರ್ ದೀಸ್ 2-3 months, ರೈಟ್? ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಮಿಡ್ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್, maximum end of September, October, right? So on that 2 months time period for these 4 papers, you will have 2 to 3 classes each based on necessity, right? This much will work. So you understand how are these questions coming from, where are they picking questions, how do I need to pick up topics, no idea name sikbidutte, right? So why is that people are generally successful in predicting topics? Ee sati id barutte annod hege predict ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, right? Because we have been continuously observing trend, and that trend analysis helps us understand this is how it comes, right? If we release 200 topics before prelims, at least 50, 60, 70 topics will reflect, right? And UPSC for all reason is UPSC, right? They will not set to any trend, but you need to plan. So this is something that we do. Right? So this is also something that we are offering with Raw this time. So for all of you who will be taking up Raw completely, right, with Prelims DOCTOR Prelims mentor, entire thing, nimige mains mentor is part of your course, which the class will happen. So trend analysis, the approach for each of these, because each paper approach needs to be different. You can't write GS1 answers like GS2, GS2 answers like GS3. Each paper needs to be. Polity answers need to be written differently. You need to bring the constitutional perspective, committees, case laws, right? International answers need to, relations answers need to be written differently. Economics, agriculture, science and technology. Each answer needs a different approach. That approach we'll discuss. Right? That's how we go about it. So, test, approach class, you write your test, that's how it is. Okay? So this is the idea that we're looking at. Perfect. Right. So this is the understanding. Once this is done, we enter into the prelims. In prelims mode, I'll not expand on it much because prelims is time period that we are looking at from Jan till May, right? But what are the programs that are in plan? Prelims Doctor, Prelims Habit, and Revamp, which is your final crash course on most important topics. So, Doctor will be a crash course plus test series. Right, this will be a 50-day program, 30 questions GS plus 20 questions CSAT, 50 days, 50 questions, so around 2,500 questions, comprehensive practice every day. That's something that we did this time. These two programs are extremely successful this year. We want to replicate that. Revamp is a crash course that is done for 20 days or 1 month before prelims, where all important topics of prelims from all subjects which we will be doing a crash course. These are 3 specific programs for prelims. Right, that's the line that we work on for prelims. This plan we'll discuss in December. Right, as of now, this is the area that you have. Right, most important for all of you is set a plan for yourself, set targets, work on those targets. Most important. If you don't set target and plan and you're working, that will not help. Okay, so I'm repeating the idea at the cost of repetition. Plan is necessary and that plan needs to have targets. What will give you targets? The tests will give you targets. Right? Then for you to achieve and implement that plan, routine is necessary, for which we have given you 3 options. Right? We would necessarily say stick to option 1 or option 2, which is about what? 4 hours GS, 4 hours optional plus 2 hours, 3 days GS, 3 days current affair, 3 days optional plus 2 hours each day of current affair. Either of these two. Right? And this will largely help you build the balance. Okay? All that we want is one result. Most of you will be waiting for that one result. Right? One sati one result test madi. Right? You will yourself see a transformation. Ishtena and ansak shuru agate. You will go ahead without. One result nododekku. Right? And that one result will come with a lot of effort. Right? We need to put effort. Right? Please understand this is a competitive exam. This is not any other degree exam. So, if you have to raise yourself in the competition, right, build that competitive edge. If you can't build the competitive edge, don't compete. Right? Is it difficult to build a competitive edge? It is not difficult. Right? It's very strong aspiration that is there within you should be right reflected with the dedication that you put. Lot of patience necessary. Right? ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ then these things are primary. Right? ಜನ ಹೇಗ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೇಗ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ರೈಟ್? ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾನ್. ರೈಟ್? ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೀವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ? ರೈಟ್? ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಷಯಗಳು. Honestly. Right? At time it was necessary. Right? Some of us did not get the necessary orientation and probably we did not do this. Experience is collection of mistakes also. Right? So don't do that mistakes. Work. Put the effort in the right direction. Okay? So the idea today was not to present raw as a test series for all of you and to say take up raw test series and write. The idea today is you need to see success and build confidence for yourself. 2 years, 3 years down the lane, right? You have written 2 prelims, 3 prelims, 4 prelims, and then you say, "Ondu prelims aglila, onsadi prelims aito, mains aglila." That guilt within us will kill us very badly. And UPSC is a drug. It will not allow us to live. Lot of depression comes along, lot of bad feeling comes along. Right? And somebody who has been in the field, written all 6 attempts and all that, we know the pain. Right? When we want to give you a suggestion, bidi 1 varsha break toli, 2 varsha break toli, go to an IT field, right? Go to some other field, work for 1 year, 2 years, right? Amil try to come back, nodana ant heluvaga, right? That feeling that we go through ourselves to tell you also is something very difficult. So let's not go to that stage. Let's work. Right? Success is no Godfather's asset. Success is your asset. You will make it yours with effort. Right? It all comes down to 2 things. Right? You have a goal. Right? And you have to put effort. And if these 2 things match, that's when only things work. Just having the dream and dreaming about it doesn't work. Own the dream, visualize the dream, make it yours, which means put effort. We are not asking for anything more, right? We are asking for what? 10 hours a day work. Right? So is 10 hours mandatory? Right? I am telling 10 hours with the idea within myself that there will be effectiveness for 8 hours. Right? Possible. Now, this is the idea. Some of you who are online, right, and some of you here also might be working people. For different reasons, you would have been working, or right, you would have gone to studies, you have gone your master graduation, all that. Right, post graduation, work you have financial necessities and needs, all this. Right. I would urge, right, what is most important for those who are working and studying? Most important is discipline. Right, you have taken a decision, I need to work. For whatever reason, you have taken a decision, I need to work, I need to study. Right, when you have taken a decision, discipline is primary. Discipline in your routine, your schedule is primary. Without discipline, nothing can work. What do I say what do I mean when I say discipline? Right, how do you plan your day? See, naturally, this will take out some amount of your productive energy and time also. Alva? Right. So for the others, if I am telling 10 hours, it's an accepted fact. So practically accept it. Don't ever compare, oh, 10 hours, 8 hours, I am only studying for this many. Will it be possible? It is possible. Right. 50-60% of the people who clear every year are working people. And they are not working in just any other place. They are working with ISRO, they are working with, right, they are doctors who are working to some major part of the day and still they are clearing. Why? There is discipline. Right. Make time. You know what your working time is. Right. So, wake up a little early. Try waking up at 5:30. Make 2.5 hours early in the morning. Right. Another 2 to 2.5 hours in the late evening. Right. Your work starts midday, goes up till midnight. Morning part 4 hours, 5 hours. Your work starts early in the morning, goes till 4 o'clock. Evening part. So somewhere you can make 4 to 5 hours every day. Is it enough? It is sufficient. Right? It is sufficient. But these 4 to 5 hours need to be very, very effective. You will have your weekends free, Saturday, Sunday. Right? I would not want your entire Saturday, Sunday to go to study. Right? Please take at least half of your Sunday out to relax. Don't study on Sunday. For you also. Right? Sunday on test don't study. Relax the entire Sunday. Necessary. Every week you need to rejuvenate because you need to put 10 hours work every day. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸಂಡೇ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದು ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದ ದಿವಸ ನಾನು ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ನೈಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲಾಂಗ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್. Okay, so it is necessary. Perfect. Yes. So for those who are working 4 to 5 hours, right, how do I plan those 4 to 5 hours? Right, again, as I said, don't mix up. For those who are working and studying, there is no mixing up at all. Right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right, yes, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, optional. Okay, Sunday, test. Right, and this is sufficient. Definitely sufficient. Till when you can work? You can work till Feb or March, right? Take some 1 or 2 months leave just before your prelims so that you push, right, full throttle. You want to give up work by December, January is also fine, right? Working is a necessity and ನೀವು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ December, January ತನಕ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, right? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ by February, March ಅಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗೋ ತರ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, possible, right? Concentration, focus, all this comes with effort, right? Give time for your own self. Every day spend half an hour to 1 hour on your body, right? Do a brisk walk, do a brisk jog, right? Right? If you're used to pranayama and yoga, please do it. It helps. Some of you who are into fitness, some of you are into dance, music, these are all things that will keep you lively. Please understand, you can't become a dead rubber only studying and you can't achieve success. Be your own self and with that do things. But you should know how to draw lines. Right? Too much of anything will not help. Right? So, plan, balance. ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮದುವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಾರಂಭಗಳಿಗೂ ಹೋಗೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Choose, pick, go. Don't completely break out from socials also. Right? Whatever the word speaks, be immune. You know what you're doing. You know where your path is. You know what your destination is. When you achieve, that is the only thing you're thinking of. Today what people are talking, today what people are listening about, today what people are commenting about, including your parents, what they are feeling about, right, should not be much of your consideration when you are truthful to your conscience. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸಾಕ್ಷಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೋ, ನಿಮಗ್ ನೀವು ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋವರೆಗೂ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. At the most you are answerable only to your parents, nobody else. Right? X, Y, Z, any relative, any friend, anybody, none of them come to you. Right? Talk. You need a third person whom you want to feel, share, talk, express. You need a mentor who can listen to something when you feel extremely low. Come sit down with us. Right? The benefit is we are third persons. We are not related to you. You don't see us every day. We don't judge you. Right? Whatever feeling, disturbance, whatever you have, talk to us. Right? Vent it out, relax, get out, get back to studies. You feel you need some psychological support, get in touch with us, we'll help you. Right? And all psychological support is complete privacy. Right? We have our own team member who is an expert counselor himself. He is running a private venture his own self. He will be able to help you out. His team will be able to help you out. We'll reach out to you. Right? Don't take any unnecessary decision to your own self. At a point, if you also get to a feeling, this is not my cup of tea, right? Discuss with us. Nothing wrong. Get out. Do something very big in life. UPSC is not the end of life. Shashi Tharoor, Sachin Pilot, Raghuram Rajan, all of them were UPSC aspirants. Right? You listen to some Shashi Tharoor sometime. He was in St. Stephen's College. One of the times his chief guest was Natwar Singh. Natwar Singh is a former politician from Congress who was definitely a foreign minister. Natwar Singh was an Indian Foreign Service officer. Natwar Singh was a chief guest in St. Stephen's College. Right? And looking at Natwar Singh, his speech and his thought, Shashi Tharoor, as a Stephen's College student, felt he also wants to get into foreign services. He says, I wrote the exam twice. I did not feel this was my passion, so I left. Right? So that idea is he couldn't clear, he left, he did something else. That only who has given the exam will know. Right? And today Shashi Tharoor is no less. Right? So whichever the field you will passionately enter in and you will do, you will definitely do very well. That's the strength of a civil service aspirant. Because you are not a science student, commerce student, art student. You are a civil service student. You know everything about something. Right? So whichever the field you enter, you are a master in that field. All that you need to do is about 6 months to 1 year of dedicated attention to that field and you will excel. But this is a dream that we are nursing. Alva? We have nurtured this dream. We have allowed this dream to grow within us. So let's do everything that is necessary. You will achieve. It is possible. We will stand along with you. Right? That's a commitment. Okay? That's the idea. Perfect? Okay? Right. So any questions, anything you want to ask, please ask. Okay, perfect. There's a question on CSAT. What's the strategy for CSAT given the toughness level, right? Changes that are happening, issues. Okay, perfect. Discussion. As I said, mains mentor wise, we will do the discussion. How are the answer scripts of online students evaluated? This program is both available online and offline. Offline, we will set timelines, and with every test of your being done within that next week, we want to do the evaluation. Call you back. Preferably, ನೀವು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೆಯೋದಿಸ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಟರ್ಡೆ ಸಂಡೇನೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ 1-to-1 ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೆಯೋದಿಸನೇ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಂಟರ್ಶಿಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದ ರೀತಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್. Sometimes, right, if you're close by with consultation with you, if you're okay to come on a weekday, right, we'll call you on a weekday, you're here, right, you can come on a lunchtime, evaluation you plan. This is for offline students. Online students, right, we'll set a specific group, we'll share the question paper with you, you will download, write the paper, scan it and send it across. We will evaluate the paper. Right, we'll send the evaluated paper with you. You will have the evaluated copy. We'll have the evaluated copy over a Zoom call or over a video call. We'll do the discussion, right, of question by question, what mistakes, what changes, how to do. Right, we have dedicated mentors who are specialized in online mentoring who will get in touch with you. Okay, who are doing the evaluation? Right, people who have minimum written 3 to 4 mains are doing the evaluation. Right. We are also in touch with some of them, right? Minimum 3 or 4 mains, which means at least 1 or 2 interviews. Some of them who are given more than 2 or 3 interviews are also going to do evaluation. Some of them who are into service, who have taken out EOLs so that they can prepare for next attempt, Anoru Kudano, they are interested. So some of them also will be doing the evaluation. This is the plan. Now, how will we know the mentors? The general plan that we follow is, right, say if there are 30 students who are taking up the test and model, we'll divide these 30 students into 5 groups of 6 students each. Okay, this is the general plan. Now, there your specificness, I will tell you what can happen also. Okay, so this is group A, this is group B, C, D, E. So there are 5 groups. Each group will have 1 mentor. Okay, now first 10 tests, 1 mentor each group. After the 11, 10 tests, for the next 10 tests, we would want to rotate. Right? So there's another mentor associated. So why do we do this? So every 10 tests, we will turn the evaluation so that ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ mentors ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಅವರ perspective ಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. Which the simple idea is, anybody corrects your paper, you should get that minimum base marks. Because it naturally happens that, okay, I know I'm correcting, right, Prashant's paper. I know the way Prashant writes the answer. So the natural bias will come. Oh, you're hinge baritare, you're ide tara bardirtare. Right? So a 3 or 4 or 5 will naturally come, irrespective that day's paper has not gone well. That shouldn't happen and no perspectively. When we rotate the mentors, each mentor will have a different idea mind. So subjectivity and then what can happen in UPSC can happen here also. That's the idea. We want to rotate the mentor so that you get perspective from each one of them. That's the idea. However, we have heard from some students who want, right, sir, let one mentor correct my paper, let that mentor only correct the paper. Right, no problem. We'll set that. For 1 or 2 of you who has that idea that you correct madli, right? Now, naturally, all 30 papers cannot be corrected by one person, right? I am happy with one particular mentor, I am not happy with one particular mentor, can always be the feeling. From our side, we will ensure each mentor is doing the job very diligently. That's our responsibility. Okay? Right? Don't get to a larger feeling that, I don't want this person, don't allow, I want only this person, that person. That's something that you should also avoid. Okay? Because even if you feel that person is not very good at all, right? What will he give as a feedback and idea is also something that may help you. That's the idea that you should be looking at. Okay, right. So this is the perspective in terms of how the evaluation mentorship happens. Coming down specifically to CSAT classes. Okay. Now we have understood CSAT has been a troubling point for most of them, and in spite of very good marks with GS, right, you have troubled yourself with CSAT, right? So we will, right, plan a crash course, dedicated rapid learning course on CSAT. This we are planning sometime in October, right? Why so late? Because we want your focus to largely remain on, right, mains and answer writing other things, right? So class will be taken on CSAT. We'll announce a schedule, right? How many classes, how many hours, what kind of practice, how many tests, all that we'll do a crash course. Right, this crash course will happen in 2 or 3 different batches. So first one will plan sometime in early October, next one in November, then one after January. Plan marna depending on, right, your availability. Will plan. Okay, right. It may not happen after January, right? It can only happen before. Again, considering the need and necessity, that crash course. So CSAT, that is something that will help you with. Okay. Perfect. Okay, what else? See, if you have already studied NCRTs, I would still urge, right? I always stick to this idea 6 to 12, necessary, right? If you feel, because 6, 7, 8 is nothing in that sense. If you even pick up 6 NCRT today, probably in a day or two you will finish 6 NCRT. That's how simple they are. Is it necessary, sir? I would say necessary because there's some point, some explanation, some definition, something which can become a statement in prelims, which way you yourself may not be able to say. But ಈಗ ನಿಮಗಿರೋ ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬದಿರೋ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಗ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ, right? Then immediately you will be able to relate. So this is the idea. Core understanding 8, 9, 10th. Specifically 11, 12. This is the idea, right? So can I shunt 6 to 10, only study 11, 12? Fine. Can I skip 7, only study 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Fine. Right? Doing 6 to 12 will not lose out. Because what is your part of preparation? If you say polity, what do you prepare? If you study 6th standard, 12th standard polity NCRTs, right? 12th is largely 12th politics of India since independence is post-independence. Contemporary world politics is world history and international relations. So 6th to 11th. 11th has 2 NCRTs: Indian Constitution at Work, political theory. So Indian Constitution at Work, political theory, democratic politics 1 and 2, which is 9th and 10th, socio-political life 1, 2 and 3. This is almost 50-60% preparation of your polity from prelims and mains perspective. So what do you lose? What other material do you have? Right, Lakshmikant. Other than that, for governance, I have the current affairs material and study it. Right, like for example, in terms of a governor as an issue, right, finance commission as an issue, or local self-government as an issue. Some things from Lakshmikant, some things from current affairs, some things from another source. Topic wise note study. That's why, right, when I said you have to make notes topic wise, this is something that we posted now. Okay, so this idea of when you're preparing notes topics, there are some topics. Idu ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಂಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So ಅದೊಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು, what are interest groups, what are pressure groups, some examples, right? Your answer should always have good examples. Where do you get these examples? Prepare for those examples. Women is generally an issue. It can come as part of society. It can come as part of GS paper to social justice, right? It can come as part of ethics. Prepare. Some women organizations, some women leaders, right? Prepare. So that preparation you do as part of your idea. This can be in your NCRT also. This can be as part of current affairs also, right? That way. Can I write Angela Merkel, right, former Prime Minister of Germany, as a great woman leader in the way? I can definitely write. ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೂ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಗ್ಲೇನೆ, if you are able to build that topic, then automatically is there. When you're writing an answer, that will keep coming, right? You can write Angela Merkel, you can write this person, you can write this as an example, right? That ideas you need to generate, right? National examples, international examples, regional examples of all the issues. Coalition politics, governor as an issue, Tamil Nadu with the governor issue, where former West Bengal, former Maharashtra, right? All these are governor related issues. Thankfully, Karnataka, we don't have governor related issues. Okay? So, you can give examples of this nature. And if you are able to write, Why not? Okay, that way, while you are doing your preparation, come up with very good examples. These are your examples. See, I'll tell you the problem. Problem is we all stick to one material, either a vision material or an XYZ material, which we feel is the perfect material. So when you write answers, most of your examples, most of your content is coming from that standard material, which most of you study. An evaluator knows it is coming from standard source. Now you prepare yourself, you make your notes, you come up with examples. Automatically you're creating a difference. Right? 1 mark, 2 marks in an answer, 10 marks in a question, in a paper, 10 marks per paper, 40, 45 marks for the entire 4 papers. Right? Your edge is unmatchable. Nobody can stop you. That is what is necessary while you're doing your preparation. Okay? Anything else? Any other question? Perfect. Right. So that's all that I wanted to push forward. For those of you who are looking for optional test series also, we are looking at almost 4 or 5 options that we can offer in test series. Kannada literature, anthropology, sociology, geography, political science, right, and public administration. All these 5, 6 options, we will offer a long-term test series also, which will start from first week of August, go until end of November, right, or early first 2 weeks of December. So if you're looking at optional test series also, you can look at that, right. So where you have studied optional, you want to take an optional test series somewhere else, you want to take the optional same places, right, decide, discuss with the teacher, we'll announce the schedule, basement discuss ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, so that ನಿಮ್ಮ DS test series ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, that's the idea, right. I've repeated enough. I don't want to repeat once again. These are the 3 things that you will have to keep in mind. These 3 things will help your success. Right? Very necessary balance, good routine that you're building day to day. Take very good care of your health, right? Your body needs to effectively cooperate, right? Winters will set in. With winter setting in, lot of things add on, right? So all that needs to be taken into consideration. For which, first most important thing is plan. Right? Take 1 or 2 days from now, sit down, ask yourself what are your difficult areas, what are your easy areas, what is the areas that you need to work upon. Where do you feel easy? Where do you feel difficult? Why did you lose this attempt? What is it? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ introspection ಮಾಡಿ. Get back. In between, right, from now till December, plan 1 or 2 good breaks, right? Take a good vacation for 2 days, 3 days, go to a holiday place, relax, come back, right? One such should happen during your Dasara Deepavali vacation, one such should happen during your year end for your December end, right? Christmas vacation. So ಆ ರೀತಿ 2 good breaks ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, sometime in October, first week, second week during a Dasara, end of December, 2 good breaks to regenerate yourself, right? So December end, you take a break, come back for next 5 months, you're on target, right? Right, 1 movie a month, 1 such thing a day, nothing to be felt guilty about. Be honest to yourself. That's the only thing I would say, right? If you're not honest to yourself, then you're doing injustice. Right? You need not prove anything to anybody, be honest to yourself. That if that one thing is done, nothing can stop you. Okay? That's it. Perfect? So, right. So you come all the way, collect the hard copy of Ross timetable, go through that. Right. Basuraj sir is here, I am here. Right, Nikhil sir is also here, Sandeep is also here. So to anyone whom you feel comfortable, you want to have a one-to-one talk, you want to express something, you want to discuss something, come back to us, right? Discuss over this week. You want to discuss your plan, you want to have a one-to-one interaction where you want to set a plan personally for your own self, right? Let us know. Right. For some of us, since we run on different routines, busy different schedules, because of the responsibilities that we carry, let us know one day in prior that you want to come and meet us, right? Or when you're starting, just before you're starting, just confirm if you are at our place, because ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ತುಂಬಾ wait ಮಾಡೋ ರೀತಿ ಆಗದೆ ಇರಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋ ರೀತಿ ಆಗದೆ ಇರಲಿ. So just confirm and come, so that I don't want you to go back disappointed, right? We want to be at your disposal completely. The whole reason that we want to be here is to ensure that you are successful, you are doing what you are doing very happily. To take all that necessary support, right? So 4 or 5 of us are dedicated sitting with you here, right? Take maximum support from us, right? Whatever is necessary, and ensure that you go ahead. Perfect? So, thank you so much. Goodbye. Take care. How can online students talk to mentors? Right now, we will share the phone numbers with you, and we'll share the dedicated time with you. And Surabhi, you can get in touch. Okay, you can take things. Perfect. Thank you. Goodbye. People online, thank you so much.